Hello, and welcome back to Mindset Goodies, your daily dose of inspiration and wisdom. Have you ever felt like you're fighting against a powerful force, a challenge so strong it threatens to break you? Today, we are going to talk about a powerful lesson from one of nature's most resilient creations. If you stay with us until the end, you will discover a secret to not only surviving life's storms, but emerging from them stronger and more beautiful. This is a story you didn't know you needed to hear. Our story today is about the philosophy of the bamboo plants. In a serene village nestled deep within a lush, green valley, there lived a master gardener named Kenji. For generations, his family had tended to a vast garden of magnificent plants, but his greatest pride was his bamboo forest. Unlike the rigid oak trees that stood tall and unmoving, the bamboo stalks swayed with every gentle breeze. Some villagers, seeing the oak's unyielding strength, believed they were the true symbols of power. The oak stands firm while the bamboo bends, they would say, seeing the bamboo's flexibility as a sign of weakness, a lack of conviction. They admired the oak's stubborn defiance. Kenji, however, knew a different truth. He spent his days in the garden, not just observing, but truly listening to the silent wisdom of his plants. He saw how the oak, for all its strength, was brittle in its pride. It would not yield. It would not even inch. But the bamboo moved with the world around it. It accepted the wind, not as an enemy, but as a temporary companion on its journey. The peaceful rhythm of the valley was shattered one evening as a powerful, unforgiving storm descended upon them. The winds howled like a furious beast, a sound that carried the raw power of nature's anger, and rain lashed down with a vengeance, blurring the landscape into a canvas of chaos. The villagers watched from their windows, their hearts pounding with a primal fear as they saw the giant oak trees in the forest, their stoic guardians, standing their ground. The wind was a relentless hammer, and the oaks were the anvil. They resisted with all their might, their branches groaning and their trunks swaying with a desperate, painful effort. Then, with a series of sharp, splintering cracks that echoed across the valley, a few branches snapped off, powerless against the wind's brute force. The villagers winced, knowing the cost of that resistance. But when they looked at Kenji's bamboo forest, they saw something truly extraordinary. The bamboo did not resist. It bowed gracefully and deeply, its slender stalks bending almost to the ground. It was not a dance of weakness, but a dance of surrender, a profound yielding to the wind's power. It seemed as though the storm was in complete control, a symphony of chaos, with the bamboo as its silent, swaying victim. The villagers watched, holding their breath, convinced the bamboo would be the first to break, its flimsy form no match for such a storm. The storm raged on all through the night, a long, torturous ordeal. The valley was a battlefield, and the villagers held a collective breath, mourning the trees they expected to find in the morning. The next morning, the sun broke through the clouds, casting a golden light on a scene of devastation. The once proud oak trees were now a somber sight. Many had lost massive branches, and some had been completely uprooted, their ancient roots exposed to the morning light, a testament to their failed resistance. The villagers lamented the loss of their stoic giants, a symbol of their land forever changed. Then they went to Kenji's garden, their hearts heavy with expectation. They expected to find a scene of complete devastation. The bamboo stalks surely splintered and scattered across the ground. But what they found left them in complete awe. Every single bamboo stalk stood tall and straight once again, as if the storm had never happened. Not a single stalk was broken. The villagers stood in silence, finally understanding the true meaning of strength. Kenji walked among his bamboo, his footsteps light upon the dewy earth. The oak fights the storm, he explained, his voice calm and clear, and in its resistance it finds its end. But the bamboo does not fight, it yields. It knows that to be soft is not to be weak, but to be unbreakable. So let us take a moment to reflect on our own lives. We are often taught to be like the oak tree, to be strong, to stand firm, to resist every challenge with all our might. We push back against setbacks, get angry at injustice, and double down on our efforts when things do not go our way. We see our rigidity as strength. We believe that to be unwavering is to be powerful. But what happens when the storm is too great? When the pressure is too immense? Just like the oak, we risk snapping, breaking, and being uprooted entirely. We exhaust ourselves fighting battles that were never meant to be won through sheer force. The bamboo teaches us a different kind of strength, the strength of surrender. It is not about giving up. It is about letting go of the need to control the uncontrollable. It is about recognizing that some challenges are too big to fight head-on. A setback at work, a personal disappointment, a sudden change in plans, these are our storms. Trying to fight them with brute force often leads to burnout, frustration, and a deep sense of defeat. We cannot command the wind to stop blowing. Instead, the bamboo shows us how to be truly resilient. When the winds of change come, when a challenge threatens to uproot you, learn to bend. Your power is not in your rigidity, but in your adaptability. This is the mindset food for your soul, a principle that can transform your entire life. Resilience is not about how hard you can fight. It is about how gracefully you can surrender to what you cannot change. It is about the wisdom to bend, knowing that you will spring back stronger. Every time you choose to yield, you are not losing. You are simply conserving your energy for the moment you rise again, proving that your spirit is unbreakable. This mindset shift is a true game changer. It turns a rigid struggle into a graceful dance. It empowers you to release the stress of constant resistance and embrace a path of flow and adaptation. You become unbreakable, not by being unyielding, but by being flexible. Life will always throw storms your way. The question is, will you be the oak that breaks or the bamboo that bends? Will you cling to a rigid view of how things should be, or will you find the courage to surrender to what is and trust that you will rise again? The path of the bamboo is not a path of weakness, but a path of profound, enduring strength. Take a moment to reflect on a challenge you are facing right now. What if you stopped fighting it? What if you tried to bend with it instead? The answer might just be the key to your breakthrough. All right, fam. Thank you for being here with us today. If this message resonated with you, please let us know in the comments. Your story is our motivation, and your journey is what makes this community so special. We are in this together. And if you want to keep feeding your mind with stories and principles that transform your life, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you do not miss our next video. Until next time, stay resilient, stay graceful, and keep feeding your mind good thoughts. We will see you in the next one.